All right, after twins Austin and Riley Anderson of Mineola helped lead the Yellow Jackets to the Class 3A state finals at Cowboy Stadium last December, the recruitment of these two stud offensive tackles started pouring in like crazy. You could almost say the Andersons' mailbox turned into a 10-by-10 storage unit practically. With more on Mineola's Twin Towers, we are very happy to have CBS 19 sports reporter Jeff Schaefer with us, who put this report together. Jeff, in part one, what are we going to see?
Well, Eric, the Andersons, they've already enjoyed plenty of success playing football for Mineola, obviously, and they do still have 1 year left to play football for the Yellow Jackets. But as you alluded to, the Twins have bigger aspirations beyond high school.
Everything that they do is what a college coach wants to recruit.
Since 7th grade, we've wanted to go D1 in football.
Always wanted to play on Saturdays.
Riley and Austin Anderson's passion for football developed early in the Twins' lives.
I always played football in the yard with my dad and Austin, my little brother, and always watched it, always loved it.
If it's Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, there's a football game in the front yard between the two of them.
And I always thought it was too rough.
And I'd say they'll be fine.
Perhaps those games the Twins' mother Amy deemed too rough were simply preparing Austin and Riley for a bigger stage. During their high school careers, the Andersons helped Mineola reach a state championship game for the first time in school history and have drawn attention from college recruiters all over the country, which, while exciting, can become quite a burden.
At first it was fun, and after about 3 or 4 weeks of it, you're just like, oh, that's more mail.
It takes up a lot of time and a lot of energy, opening up all those letters and answering all the phone calls and messages.
As the process has gone on, we notice the mail kind of sits for a few days, and then we kind of help them go through it with homework and baseball, and it gets to be a lot.
With 15 to 20 Twitter messages per day, it just got a little overwhelming. So we would help them manage their Twitter business, if you will, just so that we could continue along the process until they decided where they would play.
Here's what I've told the college coaches when they've called on me, every one of them. If you think those two kids can play for you, they're absolutely a no-risk kid for you. You're not ever going to worry about their grades. You're not ever going to worry about their character. You're not ever going to worry about their work ethic. And they've got a great family.
The Twins received their first Division I scholarship offer from Tulsa, an emotional moment that was, in a way, the realization of their dream to one day play college football.
It was a great feeling. I almost started crying.
I mean, I cried, honestly. I was so happy.
Such a relief to know that all the hard work paid off and that we finally made our dream come true.
Tulsa was the first, but not the last school to offer the Twins scholarships. Austin and Riley received offers from 27 different schools before committing to play for Texas A&M.
When we were young, I would always go to A&M games with my dad and grandparents and uncles. I just always loved the tradition there, and I just like everything about Texas A&M. It's been my dream school.
We really like the coaching staff, and the facilities are amazing. We really like how they put players in the offensive line in the NFL. We just love A&M. We love the school, love the people, everything about it.
There were so many kids, they want to play college football. And for them to have their dream come true, we can't take that for granted.
I'm just thankful for every piece of mail and every phone call I get to make, and every coach that wants me part of their program.
Eric, we're not done with this story just yet. Part 2 coming up at 6:45. We'll really get into the relationship that those two twins have with each other, and it's really fitting that they're going to be sticking together once they do head to college.
And one part in part 2, they talk about a little encounter they had on the field with each other, right?
Yeah.
All right, good stuff.
Don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. All right, in part 1 of our CBS 19 Sports special report on Mineola star football players and twins, Austin and Riley Anderson, we talked about the grueling recruiting process they went through before choosing Texas A&M. CBS 19's Jeff Schaefer rejoins us now with part 2. And Jeff, there was a moment when these two guys, twin brothers, thought they might be going to different colleges.
Yeah, there was a time, Eric, when Riley and Austin, they weren't sure if they were going to get scholarship offers at all, much less to the same schools. And as we mentioned earlier this hour, before they committed to A&M, Austin and Riley each received 27 offers, and they were to the same 27 schools, which seems fitting. Now, you often hear about twins having that unique connection, so again, it is very fitting that the Andersons are going to stick together when they get to college.
As twins, they're pretty tight, and they probably is that little weird connection between them. I'm not really sure.
Coach Drennan is familiar with the connection Austin and Riley share on the football field. As Mineola's offensive tackles, the Andersons act as bookends for the team's offensive line.
It's a lot of fun knowing your brother has the other side of the line and is going to do his job, so it kind of makes you feel motivated to do yours more.
They just make our whole offense just a lot better.
The twins spend a lot of time together both on and off the football field. And just like most brothers, they can't go too long without their disagreements.
We get sick of each other probably every
few hours.
2 or 3 weeks, like we just have a fight. Usually it just builds and builds until one of us breaks and we have a little small fight. Then we're back to being best friends again.
Those arguments can even occur on the gridiron.
One game we got frustrated at each other, and
I think he took a swing at me
and
on the
I
field.
took, like, nothing about football at all, just being brothers and bickering at each other, and we got into like small fight on the field. That was pretty embarrassing.
But through it all, the twins stick together, just like they will when it's time to head off to college.
We can lean on each other in academics and like how hard the classes we're going through are, and we can really help each other, like, I guess, keep each other in line and act right. Like, if one of us messes up, then we can just kind of slap the other one and tell them to act right.
Before heading to College Station, Austin and Riley still have one more year of high school at Mineola. And Coach Drennan says he noticed a difference in the twins' demeanor after they committed to the Aggies.
They looked extremely happy about their decision, extremely happy about what's been going on, but also extremely happy that it was kind of over with, that, hey, now we can just concentrate on Mineola.
Yeah, I love being a Mineola Yellow Jacket. We're pumped about next year. We've been working hard in this weight room, especially for next year, and our goal next year is to win it all.
They do all the things they're supposed to do to be good. Other kids see that, and it's kind of contagious. They expect great things of themselves, so they expect great things of everybody around them too.
This is great for their team. I mean, it's not all about Austin and Riley. I mean, there's kids that have pushed them, and there's kids that have challenged them, and it's been good.
We're really blessed. We're really thankful for all the opportunities we've had, and our parents, coaches, teachers, everything we have.
They love being Yellow Jackets, and you know everybody in Mineola loves having them on either side of the line.
Well, I remember about the third round of the playoffs last year, we kept saying, what is going on with Mineola? And they were getting like 400, 500 yards rushing a game. Now we know
That's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're about as tall as me, which I'm about 6'5", but they are actually built like football players.
Yeah,
I got about 80 pounds apiece.
Way bigger than that. All right.
Yeah.